Fwed.
What?
You're not coming to Paris with us.
But...
No.
What if?
No.
What about?
Not happening.
I could...
Nope.
Well...
Jump cut.
Oh crap.
Very funny.
I don't really care. Certainly not to Paris. Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Clomon, what are you doing? The microwave won't work. Well, that's because 1, it's not plugged in, and 2, it's broken. If you want to microwave something, use the new one. Oh, well, I don't want to microwave anything, I just want to play with the buttons. Out. Now. That reminds me. It's now time for another 3 likes, 3 dislikes and 1 love.
Oh,
Jump cutting me into the toilet is not funny.
Stay away from my suitcase and it won't happen again. Now I shall start with my dislikes. The first is my microwave. For some reason it decided to stop working. Oh, it didn't stop spinning the plate or lighting up or making that big whirring buzzing noise. No, it still did that. So I ended up chowing down on cold rice. Gah. It's like chewing Vanessa Feltz's hair.
Hank, what did that in your head?
It could have been worse. He could have said Russell Brand's hair. Oops.
I have since bought a new microwave, but, well, this happened. Let's see if it works. It should, it's brand new. Whoa, what's it doing? Why is it running? Stop. No. Okay. I don't like it. It won't let me stop. Apart from when I do that. That's what I'm saying, there's no digital readout on it. Now it is. Whoa. That definitely is not normal. What are you doing? Okay, turning that off. Try again. And now it's been normal. What? It has been fine since, but if it does it again, it will be returned. And complained about on here. My second dislike is that when I'm doing my ironing, which I love to do by the way, I sometimes find that the washing powder hasn't fully dissolved and leaves a little white patch on my clothing. It is really annoying. I want to iron my clothes, not throw them back in the wash. Seriously, I love ironing. My final dislike is a little thing called buffer overflow on my new camcorder. You see, sometimes I'll start recording a clip and then about 30 seconds later I get a buffer overflow warning pop up and then it stops recording and I lose that clip. And it always happens at the worst times. From what I've been researching, I know, I've been learning again, the buffer overflow means that the SD card or the memory card isn't fast enough to save a recording. However, if you watch my vlogs you'll find out that I've actually sorted that problem out, I think. If you remember, I explained that this camcorder records in dual file format, AVC HD and MP4. Since I turned that option off though, this buffer overflow has been a regular occurrence. My logic is this. With the dual recording switched on, it records to MP4 first and then to AVC HD as I film. With that option switched off, it's trying to save to AVC HD straight away, and because of that the SD card has a fit. I guess it likes MP4 better. And because of that logic I turned the dual recording back on, and since then I've not had a buffer overflow warning. Well, so far I seem to be right anyway. Just watch, it'll go funny while I'm making this video.
It's the only thing that would be funny in this video.
On to my likes, starting with Halo 3. I know I'm behind the times with the Halo games, but I am catching up. After the dull headache-inducing tedium of Halo 2, I found Halo 3 to be an amazing game. I've written into my script that I've almost finished it, but actually last night, I did. In fact, last night, I filmed a clip, you know, just before I finished it. Oops, I fell off.
That was fun. Hey, you don't fall off.
Oh, killed him. Nice one. Yeah! I have to say I've enjoyed every minute of that game, especially when I got to destroy those scarabs. That was immensely satisfying. My second like is the television show Elementary. I've actually already mentioned this on an episode of Smegchris Review. I've now watched 3 seasons on Sky box sets and now I'm itching to watch the 4th. When Sky puts it on. My final like is coconut milk and almond milk. I decided to give them a try and now they're always in my fridge. Or in my belly. They taste really nice and are quite refreshing. And they're good for you.
Unlike the shoe.
By the way, I'm not sponsored. And now on to my love. This comic book, DC Universe Rebirth. Trust me, if you're a DC fan, then you need to have this. Instead of another Crisis on Infinite Earths or Flashpoint, this is a single issue that redefines the DCU. Which, by the way, it's not a reboot. Oh, and it also marks the return of my favourite comic book character of all time, the original Wally West. Yes, he's finally back after all these years in limbo. There are many questions answered in this book, and new ones asked. The story is epic, the art is fantastic, and it isn't expensive either. But it does mean that DC is finally back on track after the slow burn of the New 52. Let's just hope it continues.
The shoe should.
Jump cut.
Is that it again?
No idea, Percy. Anyway, it's time for me to go. Thanks for watching and subscribing if you have. Until the next time, peace out.
That does it. I'm done with this. I'm going to get my review. Gross.
Just to let you know that there'll be no videos next week because, well, I'm off to Paris. Disneyland Paris to be precise. And as you probably already know, I have vlogs on my other channel where I'll be filming quite a lot of it, I think, if not every day. In fact, probably every day. And as for this camcorder, I've had no buffer overflow warning, so great. And as for my logic about the dual recording thing, I think that came from the fact that when I first started using this camcorder, there was no buffer overflow warnings at all. I even vlogged with it on one occasion, and again, no buffer overflow warning. But then when I found out that I was recording with MP4 as well as AVC HD, and I was using the MP4 footage, and I turned all of that off, that's when those warning signs started coming up a lot. And yes, it got very annoying. In fact, I was this close to taking the camcorder back. If, you know, I can find the receipt, I have no idea where that is. But luckily I've worked it out, so I can keep it. Which is good because I love this camcorder. Oh, I guess I've got two loves then.